Hello, hello, hello. How are you guys doing today? Okay, today we're going to be very professional over here. Today we're going to get right into the information at hand, the very important information at hand. I know that my intros get a little carried away, and I end up talking about starting a glam rock band, and I'm going to sing Poison songs and Def Leppard songs. But today, we're just going to get right into the drama of it all, because I think it's very, very important to talk about MIKAYLA NOGUEIRA and her new release of her skincare that is coming out March 26th. I know that's what you guys are here for. I think she is a person that we should all be listening to, and we should all be thinking about and talking about. So I think it's really important to get into that. So with further ado, boost! Hey, you guys, it's Peter, and I'm back. Of course, listen to MIKAYLA NOGUEIRA. Why would we listen to MIKAYLA NOGUEIRA? Well, we have Peter Monn to listen to. Hey, you guys, it's Peter, and I'm back. Of course I'm back. I'm not going anywhere. Boost! Say it with me. Boost! Peekaboo. I see you because I'm YouTube famous now. Available summer 2025, the album. Dad, shimmy, shimmy, have. Did you do the shimmies with me? If you miss out on the shimmies, you're missing out on the best part of the video. Did you do the shimmies? Come on. Shimmy, shimmy. We shimmy to the left. And anyway, shimmy, shimmy. Pour some sugar on me. Peace. Okay, I don't know what's worse. That yesterday, I did this whole singing montage of, I sang, every rose has its thorn. And then I went into, I don't know what I went into next. A little pour some sugar on me by Def Leppard. And then, put another dime in the jukebox, baby. And a little Joan Jett. And I teased out that I was going to maybe start a glam rock band. I was. People actually put in the comment section below, they were like, oh my God, we should start a glam rock band together, and this is what the title will be. And a lot of people suggested Peter and the Good Judies, which I thought was really good. We should all listen. Wouldn't that be so fun if we all went on tour together and, you know, and then it was like me singing horribly, because I can't sing, obviously, and then you guys all behind me, and we're all like just in whatever t-shirt you want, whatever band t-shirt is your favorite band, and then we just like, it's Peter and the Good Judies. But you're all on stage. You're not watching me. You're just like all on stage, you know. I think that would be so fun, wouldn't it? But anyway, somebody commented in the comment section, I don't know who you are, but I don't know what's worse, okay? That people actually thought it was kind of a cute idea. Or that somebody suggested the song Cherry Pie, and I knew that it was by Warrant. Okay, I don't know how. I can literally, as I read the comment, I could see my TV in my bedroom, I don't know what year that song came out, but I could see the video on MTV. You know, back in the day, for you kids out there, when MTV started, okay? MTV had music videos on it. Now, a music video is what you guys now find on YouTube, you know? But back in the day, MTV was where it's at, and then VH1, and VH1 was kind of like easy listening, but MTV was where it's at, and we used to have the best shows. There was Downtown Julie Brown. Do you guys remember Downtown Julie Brown and Kurt Loder and all that back in the... This was before The Real World was ever even on MTV. And then my friends and I think it was on Sunday nights, it was like from 11 p.m. to like 1 a.m. or something like that, or 12 a.m. to 2 a.m. We would record, it was called 120 Minutes. Is that what it was called? Somebody let me know in the comment section. I think it was called 120 Minutes, so it was 2 hours. And it was all like the punk rock music videos, like The Cure and all that kind of stuff that we loved back in the day. And then we would record it, and then after school on Mondays, we would all like gather together at our friend's house and we would watch it. She's my cherry pie. Anyway, so thank you for taking me down memory lane. Okay, now let's get into the real serious drama of it all. Let's get into the real serious drama of it all. No, but seriously, there is going to be some organization to this video today. I'm really into organization lately. Do you ever go through these phases? I can't even get this chapstick on. Do you guys ever go through these phases where you like go through like different things, you know, like keeping notes, keeping lists, organization? I'm kind of in this organization mode. It is so hot. I have to tell you, today in Indianapolis, it is like 67, but last night it was like 30 something, and so we had the heat on, and I woke up, and I was like, oh my Lord. It is hotter than a sinner in a church on Sunday, and I ought to know. But anyway, yeah, I'm real into organization lately, okay? So we're going to organize this video. You ready? And for all those out there that are complaining about my 20-minute intros, that was 5 minutes. That was not bad, okay? Tomorrow you might get 2.5. We're working on it, okay? We're a work in progress. So here's how this video is going to go. Okay, we're going to talk about... that reminded me so much of my mom back in the day. I'd be like, Mom, and she'd be like, hold on a second, we're getting ready to go. I have to put on my lipstick first. Anyway, she have her purse, you know, over her shoulder. But anyway, so this is how the video is going to go today, okay? MIKAYLA NOGUEIRA is releasing a skincare line. What kind of a skincare line? So we're going to talk about that. It's like a pre-makeup get ready. It's like pre-gaming. It's like a pre-game line. It's kind of what it is. We're going to talk about that in just a second. We're going to talk about what she posted. I'm going to show you guys what she posted. And then I'm going to talk about Trend Mood, because Trend Mood posted it. And I'm going to talk about the comments on Michaela's TikTok and Michaela's Instagram, because those comments, I forgot to let it bake. Okay, those comments are completely different than the comments over on Trend Mood, which somebody even said, I'm glad that these comments over here are not edited like they are on Michaela's TikTok and Instagram. So we're going to talk about the difference in opinions and comments and what people are saying. Because apparently Michaela's, her team over there, they are working overtime on deleting comments or something. I don't know. But anyway, we're going to talk about that. Then we're going to talk about what Jeffree Star had to say about it, because Jeffree Star came out. Of course he did. Of course he is so bitter about MIKAYLA NOGUEIRA. So he came out and he had some things to say about it. And so then I'm going to give you my opinion of what I think about MIKAYLA NOGUEIRA's new brand. Her brand is called On Point or something like that. No, that's a TV show, isn't it? Hold on, her TV show. She should have a TV show. No, she shouldn't. I should have a TV show. I should have a TV show before MIKAYLA NOGUEIRA. Can I just tell you my favorite comment of all on her TikTok? I just have to I didn't know where I was going to fit this in, but this is the perfect place to fit it in. Somebody said here, okay, there were 2 comments back to back, and somebody said, and they were like right underneath each other, and this one had like 5 comment or replies under it, and it said, here since you worked at Sephora and announced you were quitting, and it has like this smiley face after it, and the one right after it said, here before you quit at Ulta, and I'm so here for this. And so the one that says, here since you worked at Sephora and announced you were quitting, somebody said Ulta, and then somebody else put Ulta, and somebody put, not here from the beginning, but even I know she quit Ulta, not Sephora. Fake fan! See, these people don't know. This is why drama channels are so important, right? Because if you didn't know, and you are such a fan, and you claim to have been there from the beginning, and you don't know that it was Ulta instead of Sephora, that's why it's important for us to tell you things like that MIKAYLA NOGUEIRA invited a self-proclaimed predator like James Charles, that is a self-proclaimed predator, because I think some people don't know that anymore, that got in a video and apologized to his victims, that were minors at the time, that she invited him to her wedding. And he's also leaving comments underneath this, so he endorses her and she endorses him, and she has no problem, I guess, endorsing a predator. You know, I think that's why it's important to remember these things, or the fact that she's never come out and addressed Lashgate, and she's never, I mean, so when, you know, I just talked the other day about when you're putting, you know, the money in the pocket of an individual who's starting a business, like what does that customer service look like and all that kind of stuff. So just something to think about, you know, while we're getting into all this. But anyway, she's my cherry pie. Do you guys remember that video back in the day? It was kind of raunchy, wasn't it? Raunchy. Speaking of raunchy, can we talk about the new season of Real Housewives of Atlanta? I'll be doing my video today over on Peter Watches TV. So we watched the premiere episode last night. It's a new cast over there. Oh my God, I was not ready for it. I was kind of like, you know, this is going to be so boring because, like, Candy's not on it. Marla's my fave. Marla isn't on it anymore. Of course, Nene's not on it, you know, but, like, they got rid of, like, half the cast. Kenya leaves halfway through because she became seriously problematic. And then, so anyway, it's, like, a new cast. And I was, like, and Shamia is, like, on it. And, like, Shamia was, like, a friend of, like, years ago. Did you guys watch the Housewives like we do? I mean, we're obsessed over here. I mean, I like Shamia, but I was, like, Shamia is going to lead the cast. Like, how boring is this going to be? I mean, Shamia was like a friend. You never really... It is a new Shamia. It is a new day for Shamia. Okay, I am in love with Shamia. Last night, oh my God, when we watched this episode, I was sat. And on my new TV Watches, Peter Watches TV Instagram, I announced all the TV shows. So I put it over there that we were watching it. But anyway, okay, let's get into this. So MIKAYLA NOGUEIRA has come out and she has announced I'll just go through this and then I'm going to show you the TikToks that she put up. Okay, so she has announced that she is releasing her brand. So she put this TikTok up. She put it on her Instagram reel, okay? And I will, you guys want to see it now? Okay, here, I'm going to show you what MIKAYLA Nogueira put up before we get into this. Are you ready? Okay. Roll the footage, Tanya Jean! How many of you actually think that my good Judy Tanya Jean is sitting over there rolling footage of MIKAYLA Nogueira? That would be so much fun, though. Oh my God, I gotta call her up. That's an idea. Okay, so those are the TikToks that she put out. She's also posted the reel over on, on her, she's posted both of them on her Instagram, announcing that she is launching her brand on March 26th. Okay, now when you watch the TikTok, you can't really tell a whole lot about what's going on with all this. Okay, so let's get into this. So on her Instagram, underneath here, the TikTok where she clears everything, she has underneath here, at POV Beauty. That's all that she has at all. That's all that's underneath her in the description box of her Instagram. So if you go over to POV Beauty, I just have to tell you, when I was doing this today and I was looking through all this, and going to her new beauty brand page and stuff like that, it so reminded me of Jaclyn Hill. This journey of MIKAYLA Nogueira, listen, gal, okay, history repeats itself. It does, and I think you really need to take a note out of Jaclyn Hill's, what happened to her down the road, because when I was going through this, I remembered Jaclyn Cosmetics coming up with their own page and us all going to it and talking about it in videos. I was like, is this deja vu, or no, this is MIKAYLA Nogueira? And I was like, this so reminds me of going over and looking at the Jaclyn Cosmetics, her Instagram page and all that kind of stuff. It was just totally took me back to all that. So anyway, when you go over to, here, I'll screenshot this, and if I remember, put it in here. But anyway, you go over to POV Beauty. She's got the Instagram up that she had, the reel that I showed you guys. She's following one person. I didn't look, but I bet you anything it's MIKAYLA Nogueira. Yep, sure, it's MIKAYLA Nogueira. And then underneath here it says, Beauty from Every Angle, dropping 3/26 by Michaela J Makeup. And then it says, call dibs, and then it has a link to povbeauty.com, which is the website. Now, when you go to the website, all it has on the website is her face. Underneath here, it says the countdown is on, POV, and then your email address, be the first to shop. And then it also has a link where you can text her instead if you want to be on their texting list, okay? Which I think we all know how texting lists go and email lists go. If you sign up for it, you're not just going to get an announcement that's coming out, okay? You're going to be getting emails from now until eternity, okay? I think that those Gorin Brothers hats, those trucker hats that I wear, so I don't know, at some point I must have signed up for something with my phone number, but I get text messages from them literally 4 times a day. So I just, caveat, be careful, be warned. Okay, so anyway, so underneath here, it's interesting, underneath her, on her TikTok and the comments, one of the things I thought was very interesting is that underneath her TikTok and underneath her Instagram, James Charles has commented the exact same thing. He put packaging, and then he just was with an exclamation mark and all this kind of stuff. Yeah, the packaging he put over here on Instagram. Underneath that 3 comments, somebody said, does the queen reply? And then somebody put, petition for both of you to deliver all over Europe. Somebody put crisp, sleek, and clean, referring to the packaging. I'll tell you what my opinion is about the packaging here in just a little bit. But what's interesting to me is that when you go over to her TikTok, the comments on her TikTok are very similar to her comments on, hold on a second. Oh my God, she's posted, she's posted a new TikTok. You can't seem to figure out how to make it. Okay, so now she's got a TikTok up. This is literally, she posted this 1 hour ago. I mean, I had all my stuff in place. She's talking about her skin looking great. And so this is her launch video. Well, you know what? We will watch it in real time together. So, you know, here, we'll watch it together in real time.
You can't seem to figure out how to make it look flawless, smooth, gorgeous. 9 times out of 10, it comes down to the way you prep your skin. The important step of any makeup routine is skin prep. You have no excuse for your makeup to look dry, crusted, busted. First, you need to hydrate your skin. It doesn't matter what skin type you have. Skin prep before you do your makeup.
First of all, that's bullshit that it doesn't matter what type of skin type you have, okay? It matters 100%. I'm telling you, at 52 years old and somebody that has not taken great care of my skin, it matters a great deal what kind of skin type you have. Okay.
It does matter, and it makes a difference in how your makeup goes on. The one thing I will never skip is skin prep. Listen, prepping your skin before you apply makeup matters.
Oh, it's an old TikTok.
If you're not prepping your skin, one, you're not taking care of your skin.
So what this is this is an old TikTok she's showing about how to prep your skin before you get ready, and what she's proving is that this is something she talked about when she very first started. So she just wants people to know that her coming out with a skincare line instead of a makeup line makes total sense because she was talking about this years ago. Okay.
And two, your makeup's not going to live up to its full potential. I don't moisturize my face in something.
Oh, it's another old TikTok. So
I have dry skin. My skin feels really tight right now. That's why I love the glass skin effect. Then I started putting more love into my skincare routine is when I saw.
Oh, this is smart. Okay, so what she's doing is she's showing all these old TikToks from the past. It's actually really smart from a business point of view. So she's showing all these old TikToks to prove or to show her journey of how much she cares about prepping your skin for whatever. So it's not necessarily a skincare line. I think this is interesting. I think this is really smart, actually. Okay, and I'm going to tell you my opinion why I think it's really smart. So hold on, let's go on.
Just too short to neglect yourself, to neglect your skin. What is skin prep? Is it skincare? Is it primer? Well, it's actually both. It's everything you do to prep your skin for makeup. Skin prep is the most important part of the routine.
Okay, so she is kind of, to most people that wouldn't know about this or whatever, she's rebranding all of this as skin prep, okay? Which is smart because you don't see individuals coming out with entire lines of skin prep unless I'm completely unaware of that. But what she's saying is skincare is part of that. So skincare can also be part of skin prep. This is very smart what she's doing, okay? It's also, her showing her journey through her TikToks is also bringing her audience along because her audience is like, oh, I remember that TikTok, or, oh my God, I remember that haircut. So it's bringing them along for a memory journey. It's also showing that this has been something that she's believed in for a very, very long time, okay? Which is interesting because Jeffree Star came out, and I'm going to show you this TikTok. He came out and said he doesn't understand why she's releasing a makeup, she's not releasing a makeup palette because that's what she does and that would make sense. And I don't think this is in any way, I think this was way pre-filmed and put together. Our marketing team came up with this. Michaela didn't come up with this. And they said, we're going to show your journey on your TikTok of how you did this. This is actually, I think this is brilliant from a marketing point of view. To bring the audience along, and I've said this for a very long time, it's important to bring the audience along and to show why you care about this. And she's done this by using her old TikTok clips. I think it's very, very smart.
Skin prep is the most important step in any makeup routine. Second, it doesn't have to be complicated.
Oh, and then she shows it.
It's almost like I've been trying to tell you this whole time. Your makeup looks
okay,
like
so, and then she says at the end, it doesn't have to be complicated, which explains the simplicity of the package. I actually think from a business point of view, this is very, very smart. Now, I'm not going to, this video, we're going to get into the release of it and what people have to say about it. I think you guys already know that I think that Michaela is completely problematic. I will not be buying these products because she supports a self-proclaimed predator. She follows James Charles. She supports James Charles. She invited James Charles to her wedding. I draw the line with that. So she's somebody that's prominent, that is, putting that out there to her millions of followers, and I'm not going to support that. So I will not be buying any of these products. So if you guys want to let me know if you buy the products on March 26th, what you think of it. I would never tell anybody what to do with their money, how to spend it, things like that. So if you guys buy the products, let me know what you think. What I will tell you is, looking at all this, so when you go to Trend Mood, Trend Mood has it linked by, or she has it over there, and she has everything. Let me pull up Trend Mood. I had it pulled up. Okay, so Trend Mood has it listed, and you can go to Trend Mood's Instagram page, and she has it. And she has the products, and then she has each of them, and it shows each one. She doesn't have the price point. Michaela doesn't have the price point out yet. But the first drop includes skincare, and she's got a product that's called Amp It. I will put the picture up here somewhere. It's called Amp It, Amplifying Lip Ampule. Okay. And then Drench It, Soothing Priming Milk, Drip It, Nourishing Glow Serum, Whip It, Hydrating Whipped Cream, and Glaze It, Glazy Tack Primer. So, so this is her products, and you can see the packaging of it is like black font on white, and yeah, and it's called Point of View. And so you can see in her old TikTok, or the last TikTok she was talking about, not the one I just showed you, but the one before that, but she was talking about her point of view, like, let me share my point of view with you, and things like that. You know, as somebody that used to do this in my previous life, storytelling is very important to any kind of business. Any business will tell you that. Anybody that's in business will tell you that. They will tell you that the story, I've shared this before, so I used to work in a treatment facility. I also went through treatment at that treatment facility. So when I was working there, they wanted to get like grant proposals, or they wanted somebody to donate money or whatever. They would have me come up and share my story of how the treatment program had worked so successfully for me, and I believed in it so much that then I turned around and I ended up working there. And it was something that I truly believed in. I believe that to this day. Like, I really believed in that treatment program. And so that was a powerful story for them to share. It was an honest and it was a true story. When you look at businesses, it's one of the reasons why if you watch me on my vlog, a lot of times I'm sitting behind the computer, I'll look up something like a candle company. I always love to read the about story. About stories are very, very interesting to me, to see why somebody started a business, to hear why somebody is doing this, what somebody is doing with that. I think that what Michaela is doing is, I think she is taking a note out of the people that came before her. And what she's realizing is that many of them didn't really have solid stories, okay? Jaclyn Hill's story of wanting to be a family-owned business and all that kind of stuff was just kind of this, like, made-up story that we found out later that there really wasn't a lot of truth to it. Jeffree, Star's story was that he was this problematic, MySpace keyboard musician that went on the Warped Tour. He liked to wear makeup, and so he came up with these 3 liquid lipsticks, and that his story was kind of like the American dream story, that you can, like, come from nothing and make $1 million. That was his story. I think what she's doing is, I think she's tapping in to the relatability of 2025, and I have a feeling that her price point will actually be affordable. I have a feeling that the price point, I don't know why, but I think she's got some very smart people behind her talking about this. I think that the price point will be affordable. I think it'll be, I think it will be like more expensive than if you went into CVS, but I think it'll be affordable as far as like a lot of these brands that have these kind of things out there. So it's interesting. She's sharing her story. She's bringing her audience along with her. She's showing her journey on TikTok and how it's important to her. And she's also personalizing it. All of this together it's really rather smart. It really is. The thing is that as many people that have clocked into MIKAYLA Nogueira's, disingenuousness and her lack of authenticity and her not being real and her not taking accountability, there are still hundreds of thousands, millions of people that adore MIKAYLA Nogueira that she's going to sell out of this shit. What was interesting to me is that when you go underneath, here, I'm just going to pull it up again, Michaela's Instagram. I'm just using this for example. Okay, when you go over to her TikTok, here I have the TikTok pulled up, so let's just go under that one. Let me turn down my volume. So when you go underneath her TikTok, okay, the one where it's like the one that I showed you guys first, and let me pause this. Okay, and then you go under here and you read the comments. Oh, interesting. The first comment is just another influencer making a brand. Somebody said, and good for her. Exactly. She's following her dreams and reaching her goals. Good for her. And that is okay. The second comment is the packaging by James Charles. I thought it was interesting that he left the exact same comment of both things. Do you guys think that's interesting? I think that's very interesting that he left the exact same commenting. Somebody said it's boring. Somebody said it's clean, totally her style. Then don't buy it. Somebody said, Girl, walk faster. We are impatient. Congrats. As requested before. Somebody said, I called it. Point of view. Yes, because skincare prep is the most important part. Michaela said, you know. Skincare, I didn't expect that. Well done, girl. Okay, everybody stay calm. It's happening. Follow the procedure. From the day you quit Ulta in the car video to here, girl, you drop this. Looking forward to seeing your, I mean, that's our bestie. I mean, people are commenting underneath here. They're all supporting. It's a lot of beauty influencers that are supporting this as well. She has done it. It's happening. It's happening. Then when you go over to her TikTok, okay, or her Instagram, the comments are very similar over on her Instagram. I'm actually kind of surprised. Let me refresh this. I'm kind of surprised that she hasn't shared that TikTok over on her Instagram yet, but she hasn't. Did she share it on her point of view thing yet? No, she didn't. This is interesting to me. In her stories, no. Let's see her stories on Instagram if she shared it yet. No, she hasn't. What'd she put on here? Emotional week in the airport over the support today. Okay. She's talking about, I love you, I'm so grateful, announcement, countdown. Okay, so that's what her stories are. So when you go underneath her announcement of it, the comments, these are the comments on Instagram. I am so freaking excited. Let's go. Happy dance. Love watching POV. New followers climb by the second. I am so proud. Yes, absolutely love the packaging and can't wait for to get my hands on these. Michaela, we can't, hold on. That doesn't make any sense. Fabulous. I love the packaging. I can't wait to drench it. Oh my God. Period. Yes, queen, it's time. Yay. Wow. Congratulations. So well deserved. And I'm so excited to try it. Love, love, love. Congratulations. I mean, it's just, congratulations, OMFG, I am so happy for you, congratulations, Jess, congratulations, wow, so proud of you, congratulations, so exciting, congratulations, and literally every comment is just glowing, okay? Now, when you go over to Trend Mood, what's interesting about it, and you read Trend Mood's post about it, hold on a second, underneath here, the comments are, and I'm just going to read them straight from the top, literally name a less trustworthy influencer to give a brand to. And somebody said, yep, it's screaming money grab, cash grab. Well, I can't say that because I said that about Shane Dawson and Jeffree Star's thing, and I got just ruined over that. Can't say it's a cash grab. Somebody said that's what I'm saying. She legit has no integrity. This has 700 likes on it. LMAO was legit going to comment the same thing. Who is she and why does she suck? Literally, haha. The next comment, I'll be seeing you all at TJ Maxx in 6 months. Somebody said, I'm so happy the comments aren't filtered here like on her TikTok. Somebody said, congrats to Michaela. Somebody said, this looks like if Beauty Bay tried to dupe Rhode. Somebody said, she's been hardcore selling other skin prep care, skincare products for the past 2 years, claiming they saved her skin and her holy grails. But now with this launching, I feel like she's going to backtrack and say this is the holy grail skincare. Well, of course she will, because it's her brand. I mean, they've all done that, right? How can I trust a brand where the CEO promotes mascara with fake lashes? Sorry, pass. This is giving nothing. Somebody said, she's promoting a skincare line in a full face of makeup. This feels odd for her giving. She's more known as a full glam makeup guru. Now, I will say, I do think that that's interesting. I think that it's interesting that in all these videos that she's showing of it, that she, except for the newest TikTok that just came out, that she has a full glam face of makeup. I don't know why you wouldn't come out. I mean, but it's, that TikTok where she comes out and she throws everything aside is giving very CEO vibes. It's not giving, let me sit down and launch a thing. That doesn't surprise me that much. The TikTok that she came out, she's very smart in how she's releasing all this. She knows what she's doing, and she already knows she's going to sell out of it. She does. I mean, there's enough people that love Michaela, that don't really care that she's problematic. The internet, the thing is that people know that the internet, stuff stays around, but, the internet is quick to forget, too. The people on the internet are quick to forget. So, something that happened, I think Lashgate happened, it's been almost, 2 years, or has it been 2 years by now? People don't care anymore. They don't at all about that kind of stuff. They don't care that, nobody really cares. When I do my FTC videos, I feel like as I'm filming them, I can hear the audible groan from the moan from the other side of the camera. People don't care that people don't disclose sponsorships. People don't care that people are violating FTC guidelines. They don't care. People care about who they like, and they don't care if it's problematic or not. That's just the truth. They don't care that James Charles is a predator. That's the worst of the worst, and people don't care. People don't care about all the allegations that Jeffree Star has, People call them unbothered queens. So she's going to make a lot of money off of this. I don't know that I necessarily... anyway, so, it's interesting that people are saying all this kind of stuff about it. Somebody said, I met her, she's not nice, I hope this helps. Does it come with filter video glitches? Oh, that's interesting. We don't trust her. We listen, and this time we judge, because nah. You know, Trinmood has been kind of accused of, because she posts a lot of, like, Jeffree Star stuff, too, of, like, posting problematic people. But she keeps on posting, but she keeps it moving. Is this the girl that talks with the fake accent? Somebody said. I came running to the comments. Nothing innovative, very similar to other brands already in the market. Of course, her audience will eat it up, but will she no longer push other brands but her own, since she loves everything she gets, and it becomes a product she can't live without? This is why she did what she's doing. Okay, this comment right here is why she did what she's doing. Show me the ingredients. She is in no way qualified to make a skincare brand. Come on. Well, I'm sure she has, you know, people that are working with her to come up with the branding of it. Immediately, no. Oh my God, I'm so not excited. I mean, literally every comment is negative. So how is it on her own TikTok and her own Instagram, every comment is positive, but on the Trinmood page, where it's none of them are in here. I wouldn't trust her even if she sold me a plain piece of paper. I mean, that's a pretty telling comment, right? No one asked for this. It's so boring. The price would probably be expensive and flop so hard I'll just go to TJ Maxx. No, thank you. I'll take a pass. I mean, literally reading this straight down. I've read one. Congratulations, Michaela. Packaging boring. She's on her 10th Holy Grail skincare set of 2025. No, thanks. Why on earth would I buy this from her? No, thanks. No, thanks. God, no, please. I cannot stand her LMFAO. Please. Road dupe. Not buying from a that says anxiety. Oh. Will her mascara give us automatic false lashes too? No, thank you. Doesn't include free filter. Does anybody need a makeup brand? Does everybody need a makeup brand? Oh, brother, the last thing we need is another influencer brand. I mean, it just goes on. Knockoff. They're all saying it's knockoff Rhode products, which is interesting because Michaela, I think, just recently came out and supported the Rhode products. So it's interesting that she's doing this. So before I get into this further, and I tell you my opinion about it, let's quickly watch and see what Jeffree Star had to say about it. Roll the footage, Tanya Jean!
If you guys did not know,
Tanya Jean's working hard for her money today. Thank you, girl, for running all that footage over there. So that's what Jeffree Star had to say about it. Okay. Well, Jeffree Star, whenever he comments about anything, it just gives me bitter, okay? But I do want to say this. I think this is important. That, two things I want to say. When people are saying things like, and this is not me defending MIKAYLA NOGUEIRA, okay? I think that people know that I think, here's my stance on MIKAYLA NOGUEIRA. I think that MIKAYLA NOGUEIRA is extremely problematic. I think that she supports problematic people that have really problematic histories. I think she doesn't disclose appropriately. She's not honest with her audience. She takes no accountability, and she doesn't address things. If those are not enough, and there's many examples of each of those things that she does. She's supported many problematic people. She has taken no accountability on multiple issues. She has lied to her audience on multiple issues. She hardly ever discloses sponsorship. She hardly ever discloses FTC guidelines appropriately. So it's not like it's just happened once or twice. On each of those counts, there's several issues. So for me, MIKAYLA NOGUEIRA is not somebody that I look up to and think that I think that she has great standing within any business, okay? So going forward, what I'm going to respond to is just from a business point of view, my opinion about this, okay? It's interesting to me that Jeffree Star is talking about her packaging. Let's talk about the packaging first of all, okay? That Jeffree Star is talking about the packaging. Well, first of all, he says he doesn't understand why she wouldn't come out with a makeup palette because of all this. Well, we don't know that she's not. We don't know that she's not going to come out with a makeup brand as well. That might be the next thing, you know? And she's putting out this prep line first. The important thing about this is that she's putting out products. When you look at those products, okay, you don't even really kind of understand what some of those products are, except for like the primer and things like that. She's putting out a primer. We know what primers are, okay? But like the serum and things like that, we don't really know. I mean, she hasn't really come out yet and said what it'll do, so we don't really know. It's a little bit different than what we've seen from most influencers. And the other thing is that it protects her from continuing to be able to do glam looks, because she can do glam looks and she can review glam, like makeup, and she can review concealers and highlighters and eyeshadow palettes and all that kind of stuff, and it doesn't go into her business, number one. Number two, Jeffree Star came out with his own line of makeup and also continued to do Jeffree Star approved makeup. This is where I think people forget history sometimes. When Jeffree Star started doing the Jeffree Star approved videos, there was a lot of commentary at the time from drama channels. I mean, there was like 6 of us at the time doing commentary, so nobody was, really paying attention that closely. But we were all saying, how does a CEO of a makeup brand turn around, okay, and do authentic Jeffree Star approved videos, and that's not a conflict of interest, all right? Jeffree Star has no business, and now MIKAYLA Nogueira has no business doing reviews of these products. This is personally how I feel, okay? It's a complete conflict of interest. You are the CEO of a brand that Jeffree Star has skincare and makeup. The fact that he ever gets in a video, okay, because any other brand out there is a direct competitor of his. So the fact that he ever gets in a video and wants to do a review of a product of skincare, why anybody would listen to him, okay? Like, he just came out recently. I was going to make a whole video about this, but he came out against, like, Rhodes Skincare, right? But he has a skincare line. So that they're a direct competitor, you know? Like, she's a direct competitor of his. So to listen to him, you have to take that in consideration, just like people wanted us to take consideration into bias back in the day. So Jeffree Star, to say this, okay, he's already been there. He's already done it himself. I think it'll be interesting to see how she maneuvers this going forward, though. I will say that. The second thing I'm going to say is about the packaging, okay? I'm not that put off by the packaging. I'm actually more put off by a $52 eyeshadow palette that has colors that have repeated themselves 10 times in a cheap cardboard palette, okay? That nobody needs, that is ostentatious, and all these ridiculous colors that break apart and nobody wants, okay? I'm less offended by this packaging. This is packaging that I personally would buy. I like minimalist packaging. I like simple packaging. I think it makes sense with a skincare product, okay? I think to have over-the-top packaging on a skincare line makes no sense at all. I think that it makes a lot of sense what she's doing with this packaging. I think it's minimalist. I think it's very simple. Have I seen it a million times over? Yeah, I have all of it in my bathroom. I mean, it looks like every skincare product that I have. From the Hims skincare product lines that I just talked about in a video on my Peter Does Stuff channel the other day, it looks very similar to that. Except it's like different, like I think Hims is like brown and white and black, and she's doing white and black. It looks very similar to me to a lot of products. So the simplicity of it. But I will say this, and this is one thing that when Jeffree Star came along, a lot of people were loving all of this, you know, this craziness of color and stuff like that. We're not in that era. This is where Jeffree Star kind of like misses it. I always, whenever I watch his TikToks, I'm like, what is he getting ready for? He never leaves his house. You know what I mean? Like, listen, I love when people told me back in the day, I just like to do looks at home, but he's always, it's like that Bobby Blowout, that friend of his that is always, you know, he's got the most beautiful hair. He's always doing his makeup. He's always like, well, I know, we're going to tell all the secrets. Where are you going? You don't go anywhere. You don't ever leave your house. But this is where I kind of clocked that Jeffree Star was bitter about this. Because for some reason, somebody sent me something, and I was looking at Jeffree Star's Instagram. I don't know if it'll still be up. I don't know if this was from, I think this was from yesterday. Hold on a second. Let me go into my side account and go look at Jeffree Star's account really quick. Because he posted all of these. Hold on a second. He posted all these old pictures and old palettes of himself. Is it still up? No, it's gone. It must have been yesterday. Oh, he is still doing it. He's posting all this old stuff. And so he was talking about, like, his journey. He's like, I am so proud of the 10 releases that I released. This is the thing, okay? Jeffree Star is better. The tripod fell. So, you know, Jeffree Star is supposedly worth $200 million. If I were worth $200 million, okay, and my cosmetics company was not selling as great as it had before, and people weren't as interested in me, obviously, he won't come back to YouTube, I would write that book. I would put that book out, you know? The thing is, his album failed miserably. That album failed miserably. I mean, I have made so much fun of JoJo Siwa's music over here and talking about how she looks like, what is the ice capades, you know, dressed up like lizards and things like that on Lesbian Island. I mean, that song is so bad of hers, right? That Karma song. But it even made, like, the Billboard 100, you know? People have, like, been begging, his fans have been begging for Jeffree Star music to come back for years and years and years. He toured with the Warped Tour. And he puts an album out, and nobody cares. Nobody cares at all. And I have to honestly say, like, a couple of the songs are catchy like that. Hey, how are you? I mean, it's kind of catchy. But it is so 2000 and, like, it's so 2008 MySpace days. I mean, it doesn't sound any different. And so he comes out with this album that I think that he actually thought his 10-year anniversary and his album were going to do something, and they fell completely flat. That stuff did not sell out. It is still available on his website. Then he, you know, is talking about this journey that I went on. If it were me, and I've said this now in multiple videos, okay, listen, continue to follow your dreams. Chase your dreams, do what you want to do, okay? You want to keep on having a business. But I think there's also, it's like, I compare it to Schitt's Creek. Schitt's Creek knew when to get out, okay? They did not wait until the show fell in ratings and nobody was watching it anymore. They got out when it was right, okay? Jeffree Star, you need to take a clue from Schitt's Creek. It's time to get out, okay? It's time to sell the makeup company. It's time to sell them shops, okay? And I would write the book. I would sell the shops. I would write the books. And I would just do a vlog of my life. I say, I'm changing my, I'm going to be on TikTok every once in a while. I'm not reviewing makeup. I'm not doing this stuff anymore. I'm just going to enjoy my life. And I will just show you tidbits of my life, okay? You want to talk about icon status. That is saying, I am leaving. Nobody's done that before. Nobody's really done that before. Except for Michelle Phan, you know. I mean, nobody's really done that and just left. To say, I'm leaving. I'm out. I've had a good run. I've really enjoyed this. But now you're coming across as really, really bitter, okay? And that's the problem. It really doesn't matter who puts out a brand, okay? Whether it's Hailey Bieber with Rhodes, or whether it's MIKAYLA NOGUEIRA, or who it is, he's bitter about anybody that puts out a brand, unless he's getting more sales than them. That's why he can't give an unbiased review of a product. So at this point, if you can't give an honest review and your makeup's not selling, what are you doing? Just battling people live on TikTok? Go back 2 years on my videos when I said it will be a sad day when Jeffree Star goes out battling somebody. Check my videos if you do not believe that I said this. It'll be a sad day when Jeffree Star fades off, okay? And his last people remembering him is him TikToking somebody live that nobody knows on YouTube, on TikTok. It's going to be a sad day when that happens, you know? I do think that if Jeffree Star said, I'm out, I'm leaving, I'm selling my businesses, and I'm going to just travel the world, I might start something new. I might start a new business, something completely different, okay? And I hope to God it doesn't have any plastic fucking Barbie mirrors in it, and don't have nothing to do with killing animals and turning them into jerky, and just all of that behind the music. Just start something completely fresh. Set the reset button, okay? I am not a Jeffree Star lover, but this descent is kind of making me making me sad, because what we're seeing is Jeffree Star from 2016 in 2025 trying to keep up, and it really kind of makes me sad a little bit for him, honestly, because I don't know, like, I think he's so problematic, and I don't think that he's a great person, but he worked very hard to get where he got, and this is not how I would want to go out. If it were me, and I was in his position, and I had the money that he had, and the power that he still has, and things like that, I'd put out a YouTube video, and I'd say, I'm closing shop, and I am going to enjoy life, and I am going to do what makes me happy, and unless what makes him happy is going in TikTok live, screaming and yelling at people, and being an ass to people, for what? I mean, it's, I don't know. And then I would put the book out. I would say, the next thing you're going to see from me is a book, and I would make it a fucking tell-all, and I would tell everything in it. That bestseller cannot hit if you hint at things. I would put it out. I would put out the burn book that he has suggested putting out for years, and then I'd go live my best life. And that would be your reinvention, you know? I would go put that book out, and then I would put up TikToks of me living my best life. But this is kind of a sad look, you know? And I'm not saying that he has to endorse MIKAYLA NOGUEIRA. I don't know anything about these products. I don't care anything about these products if you want to know what I truly think about it, okay? I'm just talking about her coming out with a brand, and the internet split over it, and that Jeffree Star, of course, has to be the first person that says something. Don't forget that Jeffree Star took issue with MIKAYLA NOGUEIRA over Lashgate, then took his issue back and invited her out to his ranch when she was on a brand trip. She dissed him, okay? Unfollowed him and everything, and then he's been bitter about it ever since. He wasn't bitter about MIKAYLA NOGUEIRA over Lashgate. He wasn't bitter about her about anything else. He was only bitter when she said, baby, I don't need you, okay? That's why he doesn't like MIKAYLA NOGUEIRA, and ever since then, he's had a bone to pick with her. If she had flown out there to Casper, Wyoming, and sat down and done a video with him, and he was in control of the video, this would not turn out the way it is. They would be best buddies, and he would be in control of it again, but he's not. And what she said is, what everybody else said in 2016, but they didn't have the power of it, she said, bitch is better without me. And she said, I don't need you, Jeffree Star. And he can't handle hearing that from somebody. But MIKAYLA NOGUEIRA said it, okay? So it's going to be interesting to see what happens with this. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. I love you guys, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.